Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing out there? Well, it's morning time here, 9:03. I'm not on that. I'm a little bit on that Filipino time, right? How's the sound? How's the picture look? What's going on? Got some people already in the room. Lovely John. Way too much Goldilocks. Robert, not in Mindanao. Yo, hi, Brian. How you doing, Robert? I've fallen and I can't get up. Edward and Nita in the Philippines. Let me check something here. All right. I'm checking. I'm running two different programs right now. Wake up wherever you are. Little Igor. How you doing, little Igor? Edward and Nita in the Philippines. How are you guys doing? Iggy P, how are you? LA before Admiral. How are you? Bruce, good morning, Bruce. How's Bruce? Donald M. Donald M said, I lived in AC for 14 years and I left 4 years ago. Yeah. People come and go. Did you leave the Philippines completely or just leave Angeles City? Robert D, hello. Charles Bronson. We got Charles Bronson here. Health McDaniels, 12 hours behind you. Good morning, John. How are you doing, John? Rosario. John, hey, John. I just seen your icon. I know you, John. We sat at Tequila Reef and had a breakfast the other day. Bruce says it's good. James from SD, California. San Diego, California. Ricky USA. How's Ricky USA? Jay Sully, sup from the Philly burbs. You know what, Jay Sully, I've been watching those videos. There's some guy that walks around Kensington area and shows all it's just messed up there. The people that are, strung out on stuff and, have addiction problems, and it's just crazy. And one thing I can say is there is a lot of, I call it ground decoration here in the Philippines. People just throwing trash all over. I call it ground decorations. I would say they're running at a close second to the Philippines when it comes to ground decorations. But it's crazy. It's sad. It's crazy to see it. But yeah, it's sad also. Hello, Brian. How's the family? How's my city? Art. The family's doing good. Hannah went back to face-to-face schooling this week. Monday, she's got face-to-face schooling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's only for, about 8, 9, 10, about 4 hours. And then a half a day, and then I pick her up. So she's doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, she'll be doing online home. She'll do that for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, she goes back to online at home for 2 weeks. And then they rotate back. So they're rotating in to, I guess, see how things are going to work. But yes, and she's been going to school now for almost a month, close to a month now, because she did 2 weeks at home here. And now she just started face-to-face. So everybody's doing good. Hannah or Bing Bing don't start school till sometime this month. I think the end of the month. But yeah, everybody's doing good. Even Bud Brown has made his plans to leave the Philippines. I heard about that, Bruce, but I didn't look or didn't investigate, didn't look into it. So yeah. New camera works great. Thanks, guys. This is it right here. Now I put a tripod on, but I keep it in this bag because when I put it in my other bag, I don't want to scratch up the lens. But this is it. This is the whole setup right here. Aside from me putting a tripod on it, that's it. And then this here top pops off. And that's the small camera that I had attached basically to my shirt. People were saying it was going back and forth. That could have been me walking. It could have been the lanyard walk, swinging back and forth. I'll get it figured out. But that's it. Compared to, what was it at? The GoPro 10. There's your difference right there, size-wise. And like I said, this is the bottom. This is the brain base. This is the brain, basically. And then magnetics is one thing I was concerned was magnetic on it, but works great. Good morning from Tennessee, East Tennessee. I better get that right. How much will it cost to never hear the word Jergens again? Mikey, I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. It's a war zone. Where are we at, guys? I'm behind. I watched. Hey, Brian, I visited AC a few months ago after watching your videos. It was great and fun time partying at the clubs. But it seems that many of the bar girls were broke or had mental illnesses. I don't know about all that. They're broke. They're broke. When they talk to you, they're broke because they want that peso. You understand? They know how to work. They know how to work somebody. Let's put it that way. When am I going back to the States? Eventually I'll get back there. I planned to go back a year or so ago, but then, everything happened with COVID. So that went out the window. Talking about the peso, the ghost of Pennsylvania. Are you a ghost hunter? They say the Philippine dollar reserve will drop below $100 billion in a few months. That could trigger peso to weaken further to the US dollar. What is it today? 49 or 40. Hang on, not 40. 54.80 when I went by. About a week or so ago, it was at 55.80. So now it's dropped to 54.80. But that's the peso rate on the US dollar. I'm way behind, guys. Sorry, let me catch up here. It's all jacked up here in the USA right now. Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio, Brian. So for buying Tevas sandals, do you recommend purchasing the actual size shoe? If they offer you the actual size shoe, say if you're a 10 and a half or whatever, purchase the actual size shoe. If they only offer like 9s, 10s, 11s, 12, and you're say 10 and a half like me, get an 11. Don't go with a 10 because they're going to be too small. That's what I have found out. That's what I have just went through. But yeah, that's my recommendation. It's now 55.60. Here's another thing, guys. You gotta understand if you're looking it up online, what's the peso rate right now? You're getting the exact peso rate, the exact exchange rate. You're not going to get that on the street. If that was the case, you wouldn't make money. So they're always going to be a little bit lower than what the internet and the exact rate is telling you. So 55.60, yeah, but on the street, 45.80 is what we're getting here in this area. Where are we at? you're an old subscriber. You just changed your name. All right, cool. Philly Willie is behind on comments. Yes, I am. Well, actually, I just caught up to yours. So, anyways, guys, let's talk about the topic, the subject of the video. If you're a medical nightmare, don't retire in the Philippines. Let me give you an example. Here's an example of somebody, and there's lots of stories out there, and lots of people have their own reasons why they will retire, not retire. Some people are on the fence. Some people, they're love blind. It doesn't matter, if whatever, they're love blind, and they're coming here no matter what. That's on you. But here's an example. Some of you guys might remember this guy, Mike Quezon. Mike Quezon. He was what I would probably consider one of the first expat YouTubers in the Philippines. He would hop on his motorbike and he would ride all over different areas. And I said he was the original, what do you call it? The original moto vlogger. I mean, this guy would ride around. I mean, some of the places he would go were crazy. But what happened was he had a heart issue here in the Philippines. Now, I don't know if he had it and it just got worse, but either way, he needed to have surgery. All right. He claims he didn't have any family back in the States to go back to and different things. But he needed heart surgery, and he had dropped his Medicare from his Social Security. So even if he could get back to the United States, he didn't have that Medicare to cover him when he hit the United States. So he needed surgery here, and people donated money and helped raise money to get him surgery here. And he had surgery here, and it was successful. But even after that surgery, it seemed like he needed more surgery. And eventually, the poor guy's heart just, boom, gave out on him. Now, why he wouldn't go back to the States claiming he didn't have family or whatever, but you got to remember this too. I mean, if you do have some type of major health issue like that, and say you have Medicare or some type of health care that will cover you in the States, he didn't have Medicare Part B. All you got to do is kind of get a flight to get back to the States, and it'll get taken care of, right? I have a friend here, matter of fact, a subscriber, I've met him, lives up in San Fernando. He had heart issues. And I would say, I don't know, he just had a birthday. I think he turned almost 70. But this was a few years back. He had heart issues. He went to the hospitals here. They kind of diagnosed it and stabilized him or whatever. But he turned around. He said, like, no, he goes, I'm going back to the States. I'm going back to the States. I'm going to go get better medical care than what's offered here. So he went back to the States. He was in the States, I would say close to a year. Got his surgery, got better, came back to the Philippines. So it's one of those things, like if you got heart issues, do you really want to move and live in the Philippines? I guess, like I said, people they're love blind. They're blinded by love, and it doesn't matter, and if you're a person that has to see a doctor like every month for, ongoing pain and this and that, and, doctor says, hey, you should get knee replacements, hip replacements, whatever replacements, and you're holding off. Should you really come to the Philippines, or should you just kind of get that taken care of before you come to the Philippines, if you got, I just did a little spin. If you got a medicine box of pills that you are taking every day, one for this pain, one to go to sleep, one to wake up, one to control your bowel movements, one to control your blood pressure, and you're taking a medicine box full of pills. Should you really be here? You got to think also about the medication. The medication. First of all, you got to make sure you find a pharmacy here that is going to carry all those pills. That could be a problem. And what kind of insurance, if any, is going to cover your medical pills over here? Now, I understand the VAs, the vets, everybody, they can get these medications through the VA. That's cool. That's cool. But what if you're not a vet? And if it's not service connected, now what are you going to do? And here's another thing, guys, and don't get mad at me or angry at me for saying this, because it's true. If you're big and you're obese and you're older, think of all the medical complications you're going to have with that. The knees from constantly walking, the back, the ankles, the heat will make you swell up. Would I recommend an obese person move here? There are obese people, though, that are in good health, I guess you could call it. But over time, it's going to wear on you. I got my buddy Critter. He's a big guy. He even admits it. I'm a big guy. But you know what? He's even at the point where he's doing a weight challenge. He's wanting to lose 100 pounds because he's active, though. He goes diving regularly. He walks, he gets out, he does stuff. But he's having issues with his knees and his ankles and his body. And he is definitely, he knows it. And he's doing a weight program right now where he's wanting to lose, and he's doing a great job. But he at least admits it. He's like, listen, I don't want to be older and have all these problems. But guys like me and a lot of guys like you've retired, you're getting ready to retire, you're going to come over here. That's another thing you got to think of. We get so used to a lifestyle and eating and stuff. Can you lose weight here? Sure, you can lose weight. You can lose weight anywhere in the world, but it's easier to put on the weight than it is to take off the weight. I know people that they have chronic pain all the time. And they're always going to get steroid shots. I need steroid shot in my knees, steroid shot in my ankle, this and that. And I used to get them too for my ankles and my knees. God, I remember what it was like back in the States when my doctor was good. He'd shoot that needle in between my ankle joint in there, and he'd fill that up. Now, would you want to have somebody here you hope knows how to give you a steroid needle properly, or back in the States? Another one is, Lucas Musser, how you doing? Another one is, guys, this country is not wheelchair friendly. Maybe in the big major cities, it may be, getting into the malls. But guys, this place is not wheelchair friendly. I see a gentleman every morning. He's an older guy. He's on one of these electric scooters, a little electric wheelchair. Now, I don't know his history, his medical history, but I see him scooting around on this thing all the time. And then his girlfriend or his helper or his nurse aide, I don't know the deal there either. She walks with him, and I've seen him get stuck in holes here, and she's actually had to push him out. But this area or this country is definitely not wheelchair friendly. And you figure if you're an older guy and you're coming here, and unless you got somebody pushing you around and stuff, it's not wheelchair friendly. it's, it's not even pedestrian friendly, let alone wheelchair friendly. Yeah. But yeah, you got to think about that. You don't want to be here and just be miserable and in pain all the time. Uh, laying around in bed like one day, oh, I don't feel good because I got this illness, and you're throwing up and you can't keep anything down, and and the next day you're up and you're okay, and you're taking a medicine box full of pills and it's costing you hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to get your pills. And back in the States, I mean, I'm a diabetic. I get my pills, they roughly run about $80 a month. Back in the States, and I get a 90-day supply for $10. But if I don't take them, my sugars go up. You got to know what your limit is, I think. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to be miserable here, and in pain all the time. And you think, oh, well, I got pain pills. I got all these pain pills. Well, guess what? When you run out, they're not that easy to get here. And then when you do get them here, I know for a fact they are very expensive, unless you're a vet and it's what do you call it? Military related. But the average guy that doesn't have those benefits, it's going to cost you a penny. Metformin is cheap online. Rose Pharmacy. I don't know if you can get online here and order metformin. If there's a way for me to get metformin cheaper and my other medication cheaper, I'd be happy to listen to anybody's advice. Private hospitals are way better, but it says the private hospitals are way better, but neither will treat you unless you can pay first. That's here in the Philippines. And guys, I'm telling you, Mr. Lucas Musser right there, he would know. He would know because he was involved in an accident here, and he was, to this day, he still has side effects. So here, yes, they do have private hospitals here, but yes, you will pay up front. You're going to pay up front. That's just the way it works. Narcosis will end from Manila, OPC. I get metformin and mercury with an RX in Davao. If you're talking about a script, yeah, here's another thing, guys. You don't need scripts for certain things. I don't need a script for my medication. Go Bobo's sister, how you doing? I don't need a script for my medication. I walk in, it's on my phone. Hand the girl my phone. I need this and this. One box, one pill. She looks at it, types it into her little system. Okay, like I don't need a script for that. Some of them you don't. Now, this is iffy. And it may depend on where you work or where you live here. Antibiotics, for some reason, they won't give out unless you got a script. Now, I've heard other people say I've gone in and asked for antibiotics and I've gotten them, and other people have said no, they don't. So yes, that might not be the problem as far as a script here. And I even did it myself when I first came over here. My medical insurance allowed me 90 days, 3 months prescription. Then I did an what they call it, an emergency fill or something like that, where they gave me an extra 90 days. So I came into the Philippines with like 6 months worth of pills, right? And no one questioned me. No one had said anything to me. I think I might have had them down below in my bag. The one carry-on was all my insulin when I was taking insulin because it was a cooler. So I had all that in there to keep. And nobody questioned it. Nobody questioned. Even when I put it down, on the X-ray machine to go through. Nobody questioned it. Nobody said anything. What's in there? What is this? Nobody. But then after that 6 months, I was paying again. Medicare in the Philippines is pretty risky for foreigners with health issues. Better to deal with that before you go there, because it will is like life or death, especially for disability and truth. New subscriber here. Howdy, peeps. Hope all is well. Thank you, Gray. Everything is well. I heard that the VA will stop dispensing pain meds on 1 of October. I heard that. Somebody mentioned that to me. I don't know. If Ken Subic says it, he must have heard about that. But yes, I heard a little bit of something about that. Heading over in October, you need anything from the big PX? Nah. Station in Guam? No, I don't need anything. Thanks for offering. Nah, I don't really need anything. Those cravings of certain things back in the States are over. You know, I think about some of the stuff I craved when I got here, but now I think about it and I don't crave it anymore. Rose Pharmacy is supposed to deliver anywhere in Luzon. I'll have to check that up. Rose Pharmacy. Let me write that down. Rose Pharmacy. Rose Pharmacy. I will check that out. Where are we at here? How was the steak? Was it worth the money? Definitely worth the money. You want to say hello, bud? You want to stop and say hello? Definitely worth the money. That was probably the best steak I ever had here. I cooked it on the grill. I even have one that is, I bought 2. The one I bought for my birthday was bone-in ribeye. I got bone-out ribeye. That's in the refrigerator or in the freezer. The mistake I made, however, it was still good, was it was frozen and I bought it that day. So I had it out thawing all day. Then I threw some Weber spices on it. The mistake I made was I needed to let that thing thaw out, marinate it in the marinade I have overnight, 24 hours. Then the next day or the day it's marinated, then put it on the grill and cook it. I think it would have been amazing. However, the one that I didn't thaw out, the one I had for my birthday, awesome. It was great. Delicious. Loved it. Well worth the money. One man farm, and maybe the Cialis guy can score some for you. Had to wire money to get an uncle-in-law stitched up. They did not care for him until the money arrived. He almost died. See, that's horseshit. To me, that's, you take, from my understanding, a medical doctor here, a nurse, whatever, takes a vow to heal or do whatever they can in their medical powers to heal you. So because I didn't get that little bit of money to stitch you up, I'm going to let you bleed out? Come on. That's just silly. Where are we at? In the Philippines, you need a script for Neil Porson. Matt Max needs a ride. All right, look, you want to say hello? I'm just, all right, let's jump in, guys. Say hello. Where's Carly?
Yes, what can I do for all of you? Joke. Where should I start over here? I start with the bottom. Joseph Martin, that is true. Normally, they won't leave you to the hospital until you pay. Yeah, that's 100%. When you go there, also like something like you have emergency. Most of the time, you go there, they also ask you for like a down payment. There's like a lot of people that's complaining about it. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Hi. Oh, Victor Coco. Hi, Lot Lot. Shiva goes to school. Jay White. Hey, Lot. What's up? What's up, Jay White? Station in Guam, prettier than Brian. I wish. Gary T, greetings from San Francisco, California. Great topic, saying all the trouble you guys had in getting treatment for HG. Give your expat post about coming to Philippines with a pre-existing condition. Yeah, it is true. Like what I did, like when you see when I dealing with Hannah, like this one, tell her like, oh, she have this mild epilepsy, and then of course they were going to give, they were going to recommend us to the like I forgot what's that called, or like epilepsy person or epilepsy doctor. So we went there, and then she asked another EEG, and we went to this person again to make the EEG. And all she needs to have like 3 hours, 2 hours only, but she already sleep for 4 hours, so they're not allowed. So we need to reschedule again. And of course, the EEG, the last part is they said she's normally, they don't see anything over there. So you just like also when I'm dealing my things up, like I was dealing in the hospital for quite a while right now. It was like even before I was like, oh, my hair is hurts, and they said, oh, it's acid reflux. So they give you this kind of medicine, and then later on there's a they still on there, and then you go back again and ask them, oh, this is a, oh, maybe you need to get the ultrasound, something like that. Charlie's, hey, beautiful lady, I hope to find a great woman like you one day. Wow. Wow. Masakari, is there much of medical facility in Subic anymore? Last I know we hardly had anybody there. I don't know. Where Brian knows about it. I'm not sure about medical facility in Subic. Mike Valdez, wish this rain would stop. They don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of rain now. Once in a while they have. But they don't have a lot. It is not the same as when we goes to my province where I came from, where the rain was started by November, December until January, and you will see and you will be bored and you will be tired living that area if the rain will constantly doing every single day. Hi, did you eat? What? Where's the card? Sigurado kang ako ang nag-ano ng card? Oh, hey, Brian. I don't know what's Brian did. I need to do something. Philip Janik, coming to see Isha September 27 flight to SMC. I don't know what's SMC. Can you just sit there because I need to do her paperwork. Okay, I gotta do something, everyone. I'm very, very sorry. I would love to talk to you. But anyway, I was... Have a good day, and stay safe.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
What? It's great to see a beautiful Panay instead of Philly. Where are we at here, guys? Let me roll down. Hannah in trouble. No, Hannah's not in trouble. It rained 2 days only this summer and temperatures over 100. Yeah, I'd see that on the news. I think this week Philadelphia was another heat wave of 90 or more. Oh, 90. Boy, that's so hot, right? Can I put her picture up instead of me? No, I don't think I can. I want to check something here. Checking. I got this analytics thing running. I'm talking to myself. Close. I'm running a YouTube analytics while I'm doing my live chat. Gives you different analytics of who's coming in and everything like that. Something I just discovered. Our Lady of Lourdes Hospital in Barrio went bankrupt and has a new owner that's currently under renovation. All right. I haven't been down to Subic in quite a while. When's the last time we were down there, Lut?
1 year ago.
About a year ago?
Yeah.
It's been a while. I'll have to get back down there again. See what's new down there. Where are we at here? 105 degrees in Vegas. Happy birthday. Cheers from Netherlands. Thank you. I punish Earl for tearing up the bread and not eating it. No. Yes. Earl is the cat that I used to call Little Lady Deadeye. I don't know how she got the name Earl. Like all the animals here they have their names that we give them, of course, but then they have like nicknames we give them. We got nicknames for all the animals here. And we got another cat that's outside, a white cat that just showed up. It's like a zoo here in the morning. You know, the neighbor right over here, they've gotten a rooster within the past, I don't know, month or so. So that thing is going off at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then you get a dog across the street that wants to start barking in the morning. Then you got a cat outside our window. And it's not Earl, it's another cat. So it's like a zoo every morning, all these animals. The other day I walked outside. No, the other day I was standing and I looked and I seen these feet underneath the fence. I'm like, what the heck is that? It doesn't look like a dog. And I walk out. There's goats. There was a goat in the front area on the other side of our wall in the grass eating. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, it's like a little mini zoo. How's Rocky like it? Rocky sleeps through that. You know, Rocky's one of those, he's quiet at night. Things catch his eye and catch his ear, but he'll just sit there and look like he's stealth at night. But during the day, he's running all over out there. But at night, he's stealth. He keeps low. He keeps low key, but he sees everything and he hears everything. Man. On the street behind me, every house has a dog. And every morning at like 6 a.m., they all start barking at the same time. Yeah. Can you imagine that back in the States? If you lived in the city and your dogs were barking all the time, imagine what would they do? You know, because, you know, everything's offensive. How dare your dog offend me? It's offensive towards me. I'm going to sue you. Are they still ringing the doorbell? Nah, Jay, they're not. They stopped doing that. But that's the thing here. If you buy something from one vendor here, say a guy comes by and, you know, this morning, I want to get some fresh pineapple or fresh whatever. You go out, guaranteed the next day for a good week or so straight, they're going to stop at your house. And if they know there's a doorbell there, they're going to ring it. It's like, it's crazy. But that's just the way they do it. Is there a vol coming of you awakening to a goat in your yard? No. Good morning, Brian from Melbourne. The new interest rates gone in the world. The hype's going to make all of us go bust. I was saying earlier, the peso rate here now is 54.80. I think that's what I seen this morning. Brian, you look like Gizmo from Gremlins. Thank you. I hear Q-Bar is good. I heard Q-Bar is good too. Q-Bar, I'm trying to think. I might have poked my head in there. If I walk in, when we do go out drinking, if I poke my head into a club or something and the music is just boom, 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 I walk right out. I cannot stand that loud thumping music. It's not the music itself; it's just the loudness of it. You know, when you go in there and you sit and looks beside me, and I got to yell to her, you know, that's stupid. Place is extremely wild. As soon as I walked in, just be sure to have a decent pocket of cash because the ladies will definitely earn it. They're there to take your money. You're there to spend money, and they're there to take your money. Cecil, hey Philly from St. Cloud, Florida. How you doing, Cecil? Like your icon, skulls. I'm not a food review guy. Truck Zone. I'm not a food review type of guy. That's not my thing. If you want to see that, go to Far East Poppy, go to Focus on Asia. They do a lot of food reviews here. These guys, when you're done watching their video, your mouth's going to water because they just know how to talk about food. But I'm not the guy. Never have been. I have done some, like some cooking that we do. I don't mind doing something like that, but to go in, sit at restaurants and do a food review, that's just kind of not my thing. But those guys, Far East Poppy and Focus on Asia. Philip says dog barking is a noise violation, so you get a ticket. Good luck getting out a ticket here, especially here. I can see in the States. I can definitely see it in the States, but here, no. Don't go to Mega Dance Club. Then as it's the new high. I don't. I heard. I walked by it. I know where it is. I just never went into it because if I'm standing outside and I can hear that, I know it's loud. In the States, if the music is like that, it's a girly bar or a dance club. That's true. Where are we at? Good morning, Arturo. Arturo, how are you doing, Arturo? How is everything your way? Thanks for stopping in. How do I like that new stove now? I know you've had it for a while. I love it. Love the new stove. It was funny because the other day, actually during my birthday, was it? No, it wasn't it was the day after. I think it was Monday. Lut was cooking. She comes in, she goes, we just ran out of gas and I just ordered it. And I said, okay, but you can still keep cooking. I went over and I turned on the electric burners so she could continue to cook. It's nice. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 gas burners, and then in the middle you have 2 electric burners. So if for some reason the gas runs out, I can continue to cook and finish it, and I don't have to wait a half hour for the gas guy to show up because you have the electric ones. Now, brown out, I'm screwed, right? And then the oven is very big. I love the oven. It's very big. I've cooked multiple things in it, but yeah, like that stove, Luke. I could put a full-size turkey in there, Luke. Where are we at? Where are we at? Are you going to vlog in Baguio? When I get up there, I still haven't gotten up there. It was on the list of places to go, but we have yet to get up there. The stove itself, Luke? I forget. I'd have to go back and look. If you want to know, go over to SNR. That's where I got it. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap at all. I mean, it's American style gas or American style type stove. But I bought it at SNR, and that's where they have it. I haven't seen anything that big. What do you call it? I can't even think now. Where they sell the appliance. What's the appliance store up there, bud? Savers. I haven't seen anything that big at Savers. Like 20K. How much was our gas stove, bud? The stove out in the kitchen.
Oh, 51.
It wasn't no 51. Well, it's saying 51, but it wasn't 51. But it wasn't cheap, Luke. More than 20. You're in Subic. I'm in Subic at the World Duty Free store. That is the one I can't remember. Anything above 50. I agree, Ken. Anything above 50 is perfectly fine with me also. I'll take that. What did I cash out the other day? I cashed out a bunch and put it into my peso account. It was at 55 straight. Vlog more of City Center. Spend peanuts, you get monkeys. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna just wrap this one up. I always said anything. I mean, anything over an hour. I don't, and I can't, and I don't know why. If people even do, people that vlog or do live streams, 2, 3, 4 hours long. Then somebody wants to come back and watch the video. I couldn't do it. I always said if you're going to do a live stream, an hour at the most. That's my thing. Some people, and I've seen this, guys. I've seen it. They will sit on live streams for hours and hours. And this is a God's honest truth, and I've seen it. Just to get people to send them super chat money. I've seen it. And I've even heard one guy that did it. I sit on do live streams for hours and hours just to talk to myself because I have nothing better to do. Plus, I wait for people to send me super chats. Oh, it cracks me up. I can't. People, like I said, how do people go back and re-watch it? I mean, do you have 4 hours to sit, 3 hours to sit and, re-watch a whole entire live stream? That's just me. That is just me. To each their own. Gene says, where's Gene? Walking Street is overdone. Gene, you know what? I'm going to have to kind of agree with you. Once a week or so at night. Now, during the day, I walk it because I'm there. And there's nothing going on for real. Handful of the bars are open, but there's really nothing going on. And I walk that because I'm there and I'm eating and I walk around that whole area. All right. But the nighttime, people vlogging nighttime there, it is, honest to God, do it. Search on YouTube, Walking Street, Angley City. You will see a dozen or more videos a week of it. You got people that just sit there. They'll park their ass right there at Kokomo's, put the camera there, and sit there. Don't say nothing. Don't say a word, but they'll just sit there and just roll video. You got some that they don't say a word. They just walk up and down and all around. There's more, and these aren't just foreigners. There's Filipino people doing it also. They're doing it also. But is it played out? It's getting played out, sure. And not only that, guys, every time I walk up there, and I even talked to one guy that has done it too, you get a not suitable. You just get the not suitable. And yeah, like I said, there are a lot of new channels that love the show Walking Street because it gets the views. And I say, you know what? That's great. You're getting a not suitable, whatever. But if you look at the same channel and say they go out and they do something, I'm going to the mall or I'm going to Center City, or I'm going here, they don't get the views. They know they're going to get the views by doing that. We'll go out and build a channel. Go out and build a channel. But it's over. It every week, especially Friday, Saturday, and my thing is I go from point A to point B, done. I'm done. But you got people up there, they want to hang out. They want to position themselves in different areas. And, but yeah, I think the everyday thing is played out. Walking Street is so boring. It is. But guys, I got Patreon people that, hey, buddy, we want you up there all right. You asked for it. Does it get views? Of course it gets views. How can, but it also gets not suitable for most audiences. So, but it is what it is, They do what they do, And to me, if you can't show your face and you can't even talk in a video, well, why bother? Oh, some people, well, I don't want to be known. Well, you're known. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it. Let me check something quick here. 906 current views. 4 average views. I'm just looking at something, guys. This new thing I'm running in the background. Where are we at here? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. 50 minutes or so. Some new 1,000 subs soon. You'll be at 10,000. Thank you, Philip. I'm on my way there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So, all right, guys, I'm wrapping this one up. I know I said that before. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking. Thanks for all the great comments. I know for a fact you could not join this live stream unless you subscribe. I know for a fact because I set it up like that. I set it up. There's this thing. You can tweak different things in your live streams. And what it does, what you have to do is now you got to subscribe to even leave a comment in the chat room. And I see everybody that's in here now has this little icon. That's a YouTube icon. That tells me they are subscribers. All right. In order for you to make a comment in my live stream, you have to subscribe. You can't type it in. It won't let you type in a question. You actually have to go over and you have to subscribe. That's all right, Todd. Better late than never, right? So you have to subscribe now. Then you got to wait 3 minutes before your subscriptions accept it, and then you can type in. What it does, it prevents trolls from running in here, trying to make a comment, and then boom, leave. All right, that's what it prevents. So, anyways, guys, I was just checking. It gives me different things. Gives you the YouTube, the world of YouTube, dealing and the fun stuff of YouTube. I've been yes, you have, Philip, and you've been a loyal subscriber, Take us hashing. Brian, that's too much walking. That's too much walking. I've been asked to do some hash walks. If you're referring to hash walks, and I've politely turned it down. I walked on the blocks for many, many years. My walking days for hours and hours and hours on end I'm done doing that. All right, guys, I am going to go now. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll talk to you later.